Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. In the previous episode, we saw how Ravana was killed by Sri Ramachandra in the war that lasted for many days. The fight between Sri Ramachandra and Ravana lasted at a stretch for 7 days and 7 nights, after which Sri Ramachandra uses the Paitamaha. Paitamaha is the Brahmastra. So Sri Ramachandra uses Brahmastra to kill Ravana, and Ravana dies. And after that, Vibhishana starts crying, "Oh brother, oh Ravana, I told you a number of times." He's saying, Veera Vikranta Vikhyata Praveena Nayakovida Maharha Sayanopeda Kimseshe Nihato Bhuvi. "Oh Veera, oh man who can fight a lot, oh Ravanasura, why are you lying dead here? Why did your Makuta here means the crown. Why is your Makuta down on the earth? Why is your crown down on the earth? Oh Ravana, oh brother, why did you not listen to any one of us? Taidam Veera Sampraptam Yanmaya Puramiritam Kama Moha Paritasya Yatpanna Ruchitam Tava. I told you before, but you did not listen to us. You went with your Kama Moha. Your mind was filled with Kama and Moha, and finally, whatever was not what you wanted, that only finally happened. Yanna Darpat Prahastova Nendra Jinnavare Janaha Nakumbhakarno Tiratho Natikayo Narantaka Nasvayam Tvamanyetha Tasyodarko Yamagataha Prahasta Indrajit Kumbhakarna Atiradha Atikaya Narantaka. All of us did not agree to your plan, but finally you still stuck to it, and finally we are all seeing the result. Gatasetu Sunitanam Gato Dharmasya Vigraha Gata Satvasya Sankshepaha Prastavanam Gatir Gata Aditya Paito Bhumo Magnastamapi Chandramaha Chitrabhanu Prasantarchir Yavasayo Nirudyame Asminni Patate Vire Bhumo Sastabhradam Vare. Now he is giving the examples of many people who fell. So he's saying, because you fell on the ground, the maryada of the niti or the good things has gone. Dharma Sharira is gone. Bala is gone. The whole world is filled for me with darkness. Oh Ravana, why do you not listen to us? Why do you persist with your own thought process? You should have at least heard to us. He keeps telling many things about that, and then he's saying Ravana is like a Vrishabha, and that god died in the hands of Sri Ramachandra, who is like a Vyaghra. Vrishabha means an ox. Vyaghra here means tiger. Then Sri Ramachandra quickly moves towards Vibhishana and he says, Nayam Vinashto Nischeshtaha Samare Chanda Vikramaha Atyunnata Mahotsaha Patto Yamasankitaha. See, this your brother Ravana was not a coward, O Vibhishana. He fought a war, and for a Kshatriya dying in the battlefield is considered to be a huge honor. Your brother died with a huge honor. O Vibhishana, don't cry for him. Now think of doing the Uttara Kriyas to him. This person is not a small person. He terrorized Indra and people in all the three lokas. His death should not be mourned upon this much. He's saying that even in death, he has honored himself. Iyam hi purvai sandishta gati kshatriya samyata kshatriyo nihita sankhe nasoche iti nishchitaha. When a sura is dead, we should not think too much about him. This is not something that gives respect to kshatriyas. Now you quickly think of doing the other activities, which is the Antyeshti Samskara for this person. Then Vibhishana looks back and says, Yoyam Vimarsheshva Vibhagna Purvaha Surai Samastair Apivasa Vena Bhavantamasa Rane Vibhagno Velamivasa Yadha Samudraha. This Ravana was never defeated by all the Devatas. Even by Devendra was not defeated. But this man came and fought you. Whenever the sea tries to cross the limit and comes over to the land, the way it fails, that way he also failed. This man did a lot of danas. He enjoyed a lot of bhogas. He paid very good salaries to people. He gave good money to friends. He is a great man. He did great tapasya. He did ahitagni on a daily basis. He did Vaidika karmas. So I need to do the Uttara Kriyas for him. You tell me how I should be doing it. So they were all respecting Sri Ramachandra as the know-all-how person there. And then Sri Ramachandra says, Ravana needs to go to Swargaloka, so do the Antyeshti Samskara. Okay, and then while they were talking all this, there were a lot of people who came there. They were all the wives of Ravanasura. Ravanam nihitam drishtva ragavena mahatmana antahpuradvir nishpetuhu rakshasya sokakarsitaha. All the Rakshasi strees who were now very sad. Obviously their husband died, so they're all sad, and they all now made a beeline to the Yuddha Bhumi where they were seeing their husband's mortal remains. And then they started crying. They were actually falling on the ground, they were rolling in the ground, and they left their hair free. So, again, as I told you before, leaving the hair free in Sanatana Dharma is not considered correct. If a man, every person should sport a shikha, they should always tie their shikha. For the women, when they have their hair, they should not leave it just like that, they should tie it. So here, because their husband died, these women, they left their hair freely, and now they came and they started crying near the body of Ravana. One of the women was hugging Ravana's feet, another woman was hugging Ravana's neck, another woman was hugging Ravana's head, and they were all crying. However, they were crying, Tabasha Purna Purnaksho Bhartru Soka Parajitaha Karenva iti Nadyanto Vinedurhada Yudhapaha. The way the female elephants cry when the male elephant passes away, that's how all these women or all these Rakshasa Stris were crying when they saw the body of Ravana. They were crying so much that even Ravana's body, which they were hand holding, that was also getting wet, and they were saying, this Ravana who terrorized Devendra, Yama, and who took away Pushpaka from Kubera, that Ravana is dead today. This Ravana who does not have any fear from Asuras, Devatas or Sarpas, that Ravana is now dead in the hands of a Manava. Even your Priya Sodara Vibhishana, he also was telling good things to you. Brahvanopi hitam vakyam ishto bhrata Vibhishana drushtam parashito mohat tvayatma vadakankshina. Even your younger brother Vibhishana, he even told you very good things, O Ravanasura. Why did you not listen to whatever your brother said? And why are you dead on the ground? And then they are also saying, O Ravana, had you given back Sitama, your life would have been different. Yedi niryatitate syat Sita Ramaya Maithili Nanasyad Vyasanam Ghoram Idam Mula Haram Mahat. Had you given back Sitama, today we would not be seeing this day. Had you listened to Vibhishana, today we would not be facing Vaidhavya. Vaidhavya is widowhood. It was Daiva Karya that you died and all. They were weeping. While all of them were weeping like that, then another important woman came over there. Tasam Vilapamananam Tada Rakshasa Yoshitam Jeshtapatni Priyadinam Bhartaram Samadekshada. While all of them were crying like this, the Jeshthabharya, the Pattamaishi, the wife of Ravana whom he loved the most, Mandodari, came over there and she started crying. She's saying, Nanunama Mahabaho Tavaisravananja Vruddhasya Pramukhe Sthatum Rasyatyavi Purandaraha. O Ravana, O Mahabaho, man with great shoulders, with great arms, O Kubera's brother, to stand in front of you, even Devendra would be afraid, right? Even Gandharvas, Charanas, all of them would run away when you give them a death stare, right? Why did you die in the hands of a Manava Matra? Aren't you feeling ashamed? You had the wealth of all the three worlds, but then how did Sri Ramachandra kill you? When you are able to control all the three worlds, so is she weeping or is she doing a huge hitabodha to all of us? That's something that we all need to understand. It's very, very interesting the way Mandodari is speaking here. She's saying, why did you not understand that Sri Ramachandra was Sri Mahavishnu Swarupa? Yadaivaja janasthane rakshasair bahubirvutaha Harastava hato bhrata tadaivaso namanushaha. If a normal man has killed 14,000 Rakshasas in a span of less than 2 hours, O Ravana, why did you not think that there was some different power in him? Then she's again giving another example. She's saying, Yadaiva nagarim lankam dushpravesam surairapi pravishto Hanuman virat tadaiva vyadhitavayam. That day Hanuman entered this Lanka Pattana, because Lanka Pattana cannot be entered even by the Devatas, and now a normal Vanara comes to this Lanka Pattana, and if he burns down this entire city, that day itself, O Ravana, you should have understood that the person whom you are facing is not a normal person. Yadaiva Vanarair Ghorair Baddha Setur Maharnave Tadaiva Hrudayenaham Senke Ramamanusham. O Ravana, why did you not understand the divinity that's present in all these people when they were able to build a bridge on 100 yojana long samudra? And then she is saying, Adhava Ramarupena Krutanta Swayamagataha. Oh, this is very interesting. She's saying, in the form of Sri Ramachandra, Maya itself came to take away your life. Adhava Vasavenatvam Dharshitosi Mahavala Vasavasya Kasektihi Tvam Drashtumapi Samyuge. O Mahabalashali, Devendra would not have fought fought you in a face-to-face fight. So probably he might had used it. She's talking about Sri Ramachandra. She realized that Sri Ramachandra is the Parabrahma Tattva. So, and why was she able to realize? That's because of the power of Pativratya. Mandodari is a great Pativrata. When a woman practices Pativratya very strongly, very stringently, new abilities develop for them. And because of the Pativratya Mahatya, she is now telling, Vyaktamesha Mahayogi Paramatma Sanatana Anadi Madhyanidhano Mahatah Paramo Mahan Tamasah Paramo Dhata Sankachakra Gadadharaha Srivatsabaksha Nityasrir Ajaya Saswato Dhruvaha Manusham Rupamastaya Vishnu Satyaparakramaha Sarvai Parivruto Devaihi Vanaratma Upagataihi Sarva Lokeswara Sriman Lokanam Hitakamiya Sarakshasa Raparivaram Hatavam Stvam Mahadyutihi. So he's saying Sri Ramachandra is for sure a Mahayogi, Nitya. He is the avatar of Vishnu himself. He does not have Adi, Madhya and Anta. He is Adi, Madhyantarahita. He is greater than all the people like Brahma. He is Ajnanatita, means he does not have Ajnana. He is the Poshaka, which is directly calling her as Sri Mahavishnu here, because Sri Mahavishnu is the person who does the Poshana of the entire world. He holds Shankachakra Gada in his hands, and he has Srivatsa or the birthmark on his Vakshasthala. He is a Nitya Lakshmi Sameta. He is a person whom you can't defeat. He is Srimanta. He is Sri Mahavishnu. And all the Vanaras around him are from the Amshas of Devatas. So, O Ravana, why were you not able to realize all this? And now she is giving out the biggest weakness of Ravanasura. So, see, women, particularly wives, they know the strengths and weaknesses of their husbands very well. And if a woman is coming out and talking after her husband's death about the weaknesses of that husband, you should be understanding the frustration that the woman is going through, because she told him a number of times. That he has to give back Sitama, and he did not do that. Now she is saying, Indriyani Burajitvachitam Tribhuvanam Tvaya Smaradbhiriva Tadvaira Indriyeraiva Nirjitaha. Everybody here is saying that you were killed by the Sri Ramachandra and all. No, you controlled your Indriyas. You forcefully subdued your Indriyas and did a lot of tapasya, and you won a lot of Varadanas. But now those Indriyas, they did not let go of you. So they came back to hunt you. Now you might think, okay, how would I escape all this? These Indriyas, these problems and all. Now, in Advaita Siddhanta, I am not aware of the other Siddhantas, so even there also I am sure there will be great paths that will be given. In Advaita Siddhanta, they say you need to understand the ephemeral nature of the comforts that we are enjoying, of the karma that we enjoy. Then the Indriyas automatically start losing interest in all those bhogas, but that will take a lot of time. But still, that's the best path going forward. And then she's saying, Kriyatama virodhascha raghaveneti yanmaya uchyamanam na gruhnasi tasyayam pushtiragata. I told you a number of times, Ravana. I told you multiple times, give back Sitama. But you did not just accept it. And I also told you to make friendship with Raghava, but you did not accept it. Oh Rakshasa Sreshtha, why did you do all this? Don't you know, Rakshasa Sreshtha, that Arundhatya Visishtam Tam Rohinyascha Vidurmate Sita Darshayita Manyam Tvaya Hyasadrusam Krutam. Oh man with a bad mind, oh Durbuddhi, don't you know that Sita Ma needs to be respected more than Arundhati and Rohini? But you insulted that very lady. How many of times I told you? Never listened. Vasudhayahi Vasudam Sriyasrim Bhartruvatsalam Sitam Sarvanavadyangim Aranye Vijane Subham. O Ravana, who killed the entire clan here, Sita Ma, she has, her patience levels are more than that of the earth itself. That's why you need to understand, O Ravana, that you should not be going and touching these Pativratas. And I have another doubt, Ravana. The day she did not kill you with her Pativratya of fire, that essentially meant that the entire Papa of Lanka is going to go away, because you would be calling all these people to the war and all of them would die. So I understood that day itself, in spite of me telling you a number of times, you never listened to me. So again, as I told before, Mandodari here is saying that it is Sri Ramachandra was only a nimitta. It was your bad karma that is impacting you so badly. Oh Ravana, that's what she says. And then she also says, Santanyah pramadastubhyam rupenabhidikastah ananga vachamapannam tvam tu mohanna buddhyase. There are many women who are better than Sita in many aspects, of Ravana, but you did not even bother to look at them, and now you died because of this, and Sita became the nimitta for your death, and she is now going to go back and be very happy with Sri Ramachandra. And then she says, I was enjoying in all these wonderful places when you were alive. I had this pride that my husband won over all the three worlds. But today, O Ravana, I stand to lose all that. Even I am now moving towards my Vaidhavya. That time has come to me, which is a very tough time. Nobody should get to this sort of time. No woman in this world should become a widow. Like that, she keeps crying. She again says, Naikayagya viloptaram trataram swajanasacha dharma vyavastha bhetaram maya srashtaramahave. My husband did a lot of yajnas, but he also broke away a lot of yajnas. He saves his swajanas and he broke the dharma vyavastha. In Yuddha, he can create Maya, but then that husband himself has died. She also says, Oh Ravana, you know why you are dying today? That's because you made women cry. And when you make women cry, your death, the death of that person is going to be very, very bad. And that's what has come to you, O Ravana. He says, Pravada Satya Evayam Tvam Pratiprayaso Nrupa Pativratanam Nakasmat Patantyasruni Bhutale. If a Pativrata cries and if the water from her eyes reaches to the ground, that's not going to leave the man who made them cry. And today we are seeing that live in action, O Ravana. And then she's again saying, Drishtwana kalvi bikruddho mamiha navagunditam nirgatam nagaradvarat tadhyam evagatam prabho. O Ravana, don't feel sad that today I have come here without a radha. I walked all the way and I have not even worn my Meli Musugu. Anavaguntitam means in Hindi they call it ghungat. Ravana never wanted her to show her face to anyone. That's how controlling he was. So she's saying, don't feel angry now that I am not wearing that. I came here running. And see, all the wives of yours also, they also came the same way. Oh Ravana, don't get angry on them, but please wake up and talk to all of us. Like this, she says many number of things. She cries a lot. And she says the papa of Sita Pahara has killed you, Ravana. And then she says it's a Mulaghati, Nirvurtatsvakrute. Nardaha soyam Mulaharo Mahan Tvaya Krutamidam Sarvam Anadham Rakshasam Kulam. You did the Mulaghati, you did a huge papa due to which the entire Rakshasa clan in Lanka is almost turned to zero. And then she cries for a lot of time. She says Ravana cooked himself, and Sri Ramachandra just came and did the honors of killing. Otherwise, Ravana himself cooked himself and made him ready. And then she says, why are you not talking back to me? Why are you not getting angry? She says a lot, and she cries for a lot of time. And then all the other Rakshasi Stris, they actually take her away. So she finally goes away from that place. After she leaves that place, she cries a lot. Vilapa is too huge. After she leaves, Vibhishana says, I will not do the Antyeshti Samskara because this man was always in Kama. This man see, look at the way my sister-in-law is crying. I can't just do this. Then Sri Ramachandra says, Marana, again, and a very, very great sloka. He says, Maranantani Vairani Nivruttam na Prayojanam Kriyatamasi Samskaro Mamapyesha Yathatava. Once a person is dead, you should never have any angst on him. He died, the chapter is over. We should be thinking of doing the Antyeshti for him. Go and do the Antyeshti. Then Vibhishana goes into Lanka. He gets gold, pearls, all of that, and he makes a huge chitta for his brother Ravanasura. And on that he puts all the needed Agnis, and he finally gives the Mukhagni, through which Ravana leaves this world, and the Antyeshti Samskara is also complete. Once that is done, Vibhishana comes back and reports to Sri Ramachandra. Sri Ramachandra becomes happy, and then he looks at Lakshmana and says, Oh Lakshmana, go and quickly do the Rajyabhisheka of Lanka. He is saying, Vibhishana imam saumya Lankayam abhishechaya anuraktam cha bhaktam cha tadha purvopakarinam. So quickly do the Rajyabhisheka of Lanka to him. Then Vibhishana goes, he gets anointed as the king. Lakshmana does the Rajyabhisheka. So the Rajyabhisheka is complete. Now he becomes the king. Whoever was left in the Rakshasa clans there, they were all happy. Rama and Lakshmana also are happy. Vibhishana now comes back, and he brings a lot of good Mangalakara Dravyas, and he prostrates to Sri Ramachandra, and he offers all those good things to Rama and Lakshmana. At this point of time, Sri Ramachandra calls Hanuman. Tata Sailopamam Veram Pranjalim Pranatastitam Uvachedam Vacho Ramo Hanumantam Plavangavam. Sri Ramachandra has called Hanuman, and he is giving an order. He is saying, O Saumya, take the order from Vibhishana, go to Lanka and talk to Sitama and tell her that we are fine. Vaidehi Mam Kusharinam Sugrivam Salakshmanam Achakshavatam Sreshta Ravanancha Hatam Rane. O Hanuman, go to Sitama and tell her that Ravanasura is dead and Sri Ramachandra has won the war. Also tell her that Lakshmana, Sugriva and everyone are fine. Immediately Swami Hanuman goes to Lanka Nagara. He is very happy that he is going to talk to Sitama. He looks at Sitama. Sitama is also happy. Swami Hanuman gives the entire Sandesa that Ravana is dead and all, and she says that Rama has got a great victory. Ravana has been killed, and today Lanka is in the hands of Vibhishana, so you need not worry. Think that you are in your own home. Vibhishana also will soon come and do your darshana. Sitama is now very, very happy. So she says to Hanuman, Priyametad upasrutya bhartur vijay samsrayam prahashavasamappanna nirvakyasmi kshanantaram. I'm speechless for a moment, is what Sitama says. I'm not able to give you any gift. You have given me very, very happy news. She says, I can't give you anything. Nothing is equivalent to give to you. You are such a great person. Hanuman says, whatever you uttered for me, that itself is great. I am your dasa. Don't worry too much. All these Rakshasi Stris, they wanted to kill you before. If you order me, I'll kill all of them. Then Sitama says, no. Please don't do that. They were only following their king's orders, O Hanuman. So you don't kill them and all, she says. And then she gives a sandesa that needs to be given back to Sri Ramachandra. And she says, I just want to go back and see my husband. Just tell this much to Sri Ramachandra. Yukta Ramasya Bhavati Dharmapatni Gunanvita Pratis Mam Devi Gamishe Gataragavaham E Mukta Hanumata Vaidehi Janakatada Sabravi Drashtu Vichami Bhartaram Vanarvatama. I just want to see my husband. That's all she says. So she's happy. Hanuman is happy that she wants to come back and see Sri Ramachandra now. So he quickly comes to Sri Ramachandra and says, Oh Sri Ramachandra, Sitama wants to come back and see. Now, what does Sri Ramachandra do? And all that we'll be seeing in our next episode. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet, sarvam sukhi sahasmara swam charana arvindar paramastu, swasti, Jai Shri Ram.